smothering that joint. You was not letting it happen.
Listen, have you seen what his uppercut has done to people twice my size?
Do you have any go-to pump-up songs? During your camp, do you have any songs that you like to listen to pump you up?
Funeral music, okay?
It's all over the grapevine. The pros are giving Jake Paul serious advice to keep his career intact. After the hyped-up press conference, the big talk is that Jake needs to steer clear of none other than Mike Tyson. Word is Tyson himself dropped a warning bomb, saying he's gunning for a first-round knockout. The press conference was filled with tense exchanges, bold declarations, and unexpected twists. As the event unfolded, it became clear that both fighters were determined to leave their mark on the boxing world, and they weren't afraid to let their voices be heard. Mike Tyson delivered a chilling warning to Jake Paul. "Stepping into the ring with me is like staring death in the face," Tyson declared. But Tyson wasn't finished yet. With a series of cutting remarks, he continued to dismantle Paul's bravado, leaving no doubt about the seriousness of the challenge ahead. "You think you're tough, huh?" Tyson's voice dripped with contempt as he stared down his opponent. "Well, let me tell you something, kid. I am the baddest man alive on this planet." When posed with the question of his ability to fight at 58, Mike Tyson's response was unequivocal. "Sure, I may be 58, Tyson declared, "but I've never felt more ready to step back into that ring and show the world what I'm made of." Jake Paul has been advised to reconsider his fight choices. Tyson's warning and the intense press conference highlight the gravity of the situation. Jake's next steps could define his career, and the boxing world is watching closely.
You say to people who say you're too old to be fighting. Why don't we start with Mike? Go ahead.
I think the people that said that wish they were up here.
Jake Paul wasn't about to back down from a challenge. Responding to the boxing legend, Paul fired back at Mike Tyson, scoffing. Tyson thinks he's the big man on campus, but let's be real here. The guy's past his prime. He's living in the past. And as for his warning about first-round knockout, "Please, Tyson can't touch me." "Listen up, kid," Tyson replied. "You may talk a big game, but when you step into that ring with me, you're in my world. And in my world, there's no room for pretenders." When it comes to boxing, few names resonate as deeply as Mike Tyson's. Even after years out of the ring, Tyson remains a force to be reckoned with. He's really putting in the work at the gym, and it shows. He's holding on to that power, that speed, that movement. It's all still there. Facing off against him is no walk in the park. For Jake Paul, it's going to be a real uphill battle, no denying it. Pros are warning Jake Paul against stepping back from this fight. In a recent interview on Vlad TV, Michael J. White, a renowned martial artist and actor, minced no words regarding Jake Paul's chances against Mike Tyson. "Jake Paul doesn't stand a chance," White declared. Known for his expertise in combat sports and his no-nonsense approach, White emphasized the vast gap in experience and skill between Paul and Tyson. As the fight looms, the boxing community is abuzz with speculation. Can Jake Paul back up his bravado, or will Mike Tyson, the enduring legend, show that he's still the real deal in the ring? The world will be watching.
Okay, I looked it up. Mike Tyson is 220 pounds.
That's 1 pound less than his optimal weight.
And Jake Paul is about 200 pounds. We got about 20 pounds.
Are you kidding me? He's only 200?
Yeah.
Oh, gee. This is worse than I thought.
That was his last fight. That's what he weighed in.
White warned, Tyson's not just a boxer, he's a force of nature, along with other cautionary remarks.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't see how Jake pulls this off. I see Mike Tyson punching him in the body, and I don't see how Jake stops that. Jake is not of the size to give Mike a problem. Mike can be, big guys would hold Mike, guys with long reach that outweigh him. Yeah. I think people that's Mike's weight, with Mike's center of gravity, I don't think there's anything that's going to stop him.
Paul, historically a lower weight class fighter, is moving up to heavyweight for his bout with Mike Tyson. He's admitted to gaining weight for the change, but Tyson's experience in this class could be a massive advantage. Despite Paul's youth, Tyson's wisdom and extensive ring experience make him a formidable opponent. Underestimating Tyson would be a grave mistake, White emphasized in a recent interview. Boxing legend Roy Jones Jr. also issued a stark warning to Paul. "Jake, listen up. Mike Tyson is no joke," he cautioned firmly. "He's a force to be reckoned with, and underestimating him would be a grave mistake."
Back and forth.
If you ever had a pit bull puppy,
Yes.
and they try to play with other dogs, they don't know how to play. They forget to start fighting. It's just in their blood. They
It's
can't
in their
help it.
bloodline.
And people don't understand that. People always say, that's just in their blood. Just like
Period.
the game rooster. Just like the little colorful fish they sell at the fair. If you put 2 of them fish in 10, they
Oh, one of them gonna die.
That's just what some things in life are like that.
Yeah.
Some people in life are like that.
Period.
Mike Tyson has pit bull mentality. He don't know how to play.
Jones Jr. highlighted Tyson's unmatched speed, power, and ring intelligence, qualities that have made him a living legend. Jake, you've got to be prepared for anything when you step into the ring with Tyson, he advised. He's not someone you can take lightly.
Whoever else lives. But it's exhibition. Exhibition. No headgear. Exhibition. Judges.
It's still Mike Tyson.
And exhibition.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson, who knocked Corey Sanders down in the first round of an exhibition back in 2004.
Correct.
So, what is your definition of an exhibition? Because going in the ring with Mike Tyson has nothing exhibitionist about it.
No, he doesn't have that in him. When you watch him spar, his sparring was fights.
See Mike Tyson punching Jake Paul in the body, and I don't know how Jake stops that. White said, Paul is not of the size to give Mike a problem. For Jake Paul, heeding Jones Jr.'s advice could make all the difference between victory and defeat. Now, Lennox Lewis has issued a word of concern for Jake Paul. Lewis, the last undisputed heavyweight champion, is regarded as one of the finest fighters ever and the best British fighter of all time, which means he knows what he's talking about. He called for Paul to be very wary of Tyson's power. Lewis is looking at it differently as he worries for the inexperienced Paul. I'm concerned for Jake Paul, Lewis told The Guardian. Tyson still knows how to punch, as you can see when he's hitting a bag. If Jake Paul gets hit by one of those punches, he's going to feel it. I know Jake Paul doesn't want to get hit. Tyson comes forward and he knows how to cut off the ring. It could be a matter of time, depending on how good Jake Paul's defense is. Lewis' insights underscore the challenge Paul faces, emphasizing the importance of preparation and respect for Tyson's formidable skills.
Manuel, Mike Tyson, he's fighting Jake Paul. What are your expectations for that big fight in Dallas, Texas?
I think it's going to be a good fight. I mean, Mike Tyson, what he does is two-dimensional. He's going to come at you, trying to knock you out. Now, you got to try and stay away from him. Stay away from his power. I seen him working out the other day, and he throws some good combinations. So those 6-punch combinations, he has to make sure, I'm talking Jake Paul, make sure that he's not in the way of those punches, because Tyson's a real fighter.
I saw Mike a couple of weeks ago, and he looked good. He was walking around without a shirt, showing off his body, so he's getting ready, Lennox Lewis added. Lewis faced Tyson once and emerged victorious. Can Jake Paul learn from watching their 2002 fight, titled Lewis Tyson? In a recent commentary, renowned boxing trainer Teddy Atlas expressed his concerns about Jake Paul's upcoming bout with Mike Tyson. This is a very dangerous fight for Jake Paul, Atlas warned. With Tyson in great shape and his previous experience, Paul faces a formidable challenge.
He's fighting a legendary, iconic fighter. A guy who's one of the greatest punchers in heavyweight history, one of the greatest punchers ever with either hand, and one of the greatest combinations of speed and power. Yeah, he's 58 years old. Yeah, the end of his career wasn't too good before he got out. But one of the last things that go with a fighter is his power.
Atlas underscored the gravity of the challenge Paul faces, emphasizing that Tyson is not someone to take lightly. He pointed to Tyson's storied career and fearsome reputation inside the ring, highlighting the potential dangers of underestimating Tyson's power and aggression. One wrong move, one mistimed punch, and it could be lights out for Jake Paul, Atlas cautioned. In the lead-up to the highly anticipated showdown, Paul would be wise to take Atlas's advice to heart and ensure he is fully prepared both mentally and physically. In a brief encounter with immediate revered UFC fighter, Nate Diaz didn't mince words when asked for his prediction. Tyson will win, he asserted with casual confidence. The challenge for Paul is immense, requiring utmost readiness for the bout ahead.
That respected one person.
Yes.
And anybody else at any given time feared the fuck out of this pit bull. Because nobody else knew, hey man, hey,
Yeah.
somebody got to get this, hey, what is this with? Who? And to this day, if I see Mike, there's a little nervousness for no reason.
For sure.
And it's not like he's coming in with this thing like I'm killing everybody. No, but
he's gentle.
He's the most loving man in the world. You talk to him, he's soft spoken, but there's still a little thing like, hey, is Mike gonna hit me?
Initially, Diaz brushed off the question with his trademark bluntness, stating, I don't give a _ about the fight. However, he swiftly amended his response, offering a succinct verdict. Nah, Mike Tyson. In a candid moment, comedian and actor Kevin Hart didn't hold back when cautioning Jake Paul about the showdown with Tyson. Mike Tyson was a pit bull with no leash, Hart exclaimed, underscoring the formidable challenge Paul faces.
There's no nerves in you at all about this.
No, not at all. I'm excited. Like I literally can't wait to look across the ring and see him and give him a...
Jake Paul, never one to shy away from stirring the pot, has made it clear that he won't let anyone overlook him in the lead-up to a potential showdown with Mike Tyson. He He's been adamant about his intentions, proclaiming that Tyson not only doesn't know him, but that he'll easily defeat the legendary Iron Mike. With his signature bravado and unshakable confidence, Paul has been making waves in boxing, capturing headlines with bold predictions and trash talk. For Paul, it's all part of the game plan, a calculated strategy to assert himself as a legitimate contender and ruffle a few feathers along the way. You think Tyson knows me? Please, Paul scoffed. I'm not just some random YouTuber or social media influencer. I'm a fighter, a competitor, and I've got the skills to back it up. His boldness is a key part of his approach to the fight game, aiming to establish himself as a force to be reckoned with.
I want to see how hard he hits, Mike. I really want to see, bro. Let's see all the legends, the myths, because you're Iron Mike Tyson, but I have an Iron Chin.
For Jake Paul, the prospect of facing Tyson isn't just a challenge. It's an opportunity to silence doubters and carve his name into boxing history. I know what people are saying. Oh, Jake Paul doesn't stand a chance against Tyson. Well, guess what? They said the same thing about my last opponent, and look how that turned out. Paul confidently declared, I'm here to shock the world, and Tyson's next on my hit list.
I'm going in there, and now it's a pro fight. It's on my record, and I'm going to fucking put him down. And if people are pissed about it, then watch soccer. Go watch some fucking volleyball, whatever it is that you want to do, but don't watch.
He's unwavering in his belief that when the time comes, he'll be fully prepared to step into the ring and showcase his skills. Tyson better watch out because I'm coming for him. Paul declared, his eyes blazing with determination. He may be a legend, but legends fall, and I'm going to be the one to knock him off his pedestal. You can bet on that. In fact, Paul has issued a bold challenge of his own to all the naysayers and cautionary voices warning him to steer clear of Iron Mike. All these guys talking smack, telling me to avoid Tyson like the plague. Well, I've got a message for them, Paul asserted. If you think you're so tough, why don't you step up and face me in the ring? Let's see if you've got what it takes to back up all that talk. As anticipation builds and rhetoric heats up, one thing is clear. Jake Paul is not backing down from the challenge of facing Mike Tyson. He's ready to take on all comers and prove that he's more than just a social media sensation. He's a legitimate contender aiming for the top. Will Jake Paul emerge victorious and cement his place in boxing history? Or will Mike Tyson remind the world why he's one of the greatest to ever lace up a pair of gloves? Only time will tell, but the excitement is palpable. So who's your money on? Let us know in the comments. And to all you boxing fans out there, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Ring the notification bell so you never miss an update on the latest in the world of boxing. Your support means the world to us, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep fighting.